Hello, in this tutorial, we'll take a look at the various resources available in a Moodle course. Let's first turn editing on and using the Add an Activity or Resource button, which is available for all the sections within a course, we can look at the resources that are available to us. Let's start by adding a label. A label is used to better organize a course. It can be used to label and segregate various resources and activities within a course. So let's call this label. We can beautify it by bolding it, changing the font size or the color. You can choose a custom color using this button. I'll use this color here. I can underline it by using the show more buttons and using the underline button. And I don't want this to have an activity completion because it's not really an activity. So we'll say do not indicate activity completion there and save and return to course. So now that we have added the label, we can add all the other resources under this label. So let's click on the add an activity or resource button again. Now let's create a folder which contains multiple files. The files can be any sort of document, a PDF file, a PPT file. It could be video files, it could be audio files. Anything with any extension can be stored within a folder. So here I'm going to call it test folder of files. You can add a description if you like. And the content area is where all the files have to be uploaded. So you could simply drag and drop files here from your My Documents folder or a desktop folder. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add some files from my Documents folder, my Downloads folder. So I have a couple of files here, and a couple of files here. So I take these files and simply drag and drop them into this box here. So as you can see, all the files are being uploaded using the progress bars. Once the uploads are complete, you should see all the files listed with their names. There we go. Now, once you upload these files into the folder, you can leave the activity completion up to the student. That means that they can manually mark the activity as complete once they access it. Now we can save and return to course. Now let's take a look at the folder we just created, the test folder of files, and if I click on the folder, I have a list of all the files available for me to download. Now you can click on each individual file to download it, or you can actually click on the download folder button, which basically downloads the entire folder together with all the files. Now let's go back to our course homepage using the breadcrumb here, which is basically a navigation breadcrumb. This is my course title, so this takes me back to the course homepage. Now let's take a look at another activity, which is simply adding a single file, not a folder but a single file on the course homepage itself. Click on the add a resource button, and instead of the folder button, I'm going to use the file option here. This again gives us a very similar page to add the files, so I will call it a test file, and again simply drag and drop a file here, or you can click on the add button here, and the upload a file option gives you the option to go through the document folder or any of the folders on your computer and upload a file. Click on upload this file. This is an image file, and I will again have the students manually mark this as complete and click on save and return to course. So as you can see, now we have a single file here, and if you click on this, the file should download automatically to your computer or open up if it's an image file or some other file which can be previewed within your browser itself. Now let's take a look at another resource which is the URL resource. So the Moodle course allows you to add any number of URLs to external resources or external website links. So this I'm going to call as a link to New York article, and as you can see, these two are the only required options here. So I will select a New York Times article which I want my students to read. This is the URL of the article. I can copy paste that into the external URL box here, and the appearance can be left as a default, and activity completion, again, students can manually mark it as complete once they access it. And I click on save and return to course. So this way we can add URLs to external links. This can be any external website link. It could be a YouTube link, a Vimeo link. If you didn't want to embed the video, you can link directly to the YouTube link. So this way we can add a folder of files, a single file, and link to external websites using the URLs. Thank you for watching.